everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We should have a good one on tap here today. It's the Chargers coming in at 4-0, going up against the Giants, who come in at 3-2. With that, let's get you out to San Diego. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
America's finest city on about as fine a Sunday afternoon as you're ever going to see. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the San Diego Chargers. This is Melvin Gordon, able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prep for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they like to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And boy, the payoff was good.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well. But I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, 2nd to last in the entire NFL. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Everyone's looking for the big runs, the explosive runs, the 20 to 30-yard plays. But anytime you're picking up good yardage and setting yourself up on down and distance, offenses love that too.
Watch it now, Barney. Green 39. Now, lucky 56. Lucky set. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Hey, check 24.
They'll set up to throw. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now Gordon on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And Charles, here's the offensive lineup.
Melvin Gordon, the exciting young runner out of Wisconsin, well over 2,000 yards his last year with the Badgers. This is a guy who can catch it and run it.
Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Let's go!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. And brought down there by a pair of Chargers on the stop. So here's the starting 11. And the human highlight reel, Odell Beckham Jr., watch out for him.
One of the few guys in the league that gets you and I out of our hotel rooms early to get here for pregame warm-ups and watch him go through his routine. He's absolutely amazing catching the football.
Back to throw here. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And we'll take a look quickly at the San Diego defense.
Denzel Perryman, a linebacker out of the University of Miami, knows how to play downhill and arrive with an oomph.
And to give this time to the tailback. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Now back to throw. That's caught at the 2. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are in for 6. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah.
He's got a man complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
It's a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
All right, I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65.
Let's go!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Let's go!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This is Shepard on the catch. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 47 yards.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. But there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, receiver won in a big way.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Time to step aside. We'll come back to San Diego after this timeout. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come up in an offset eye. Back to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
They come out here in the I. First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll go with a keeper, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Devin Street, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. So with 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now San Diego getting set to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football. Not easily done in today's NFL.
He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Beckham. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coach is screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to fight his way forward here. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Third down now following the run. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. It's a quarterback sneak. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. Now this time he'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. That'll bring up second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Let's go. Brand 38.
They'll look to throw here. And this is incomplete. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down.
Ohio. Let's go. What? Nine. Ohio. Check 43. Ohio.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Out of the gun now on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
They'll put two receivers left, two to the right.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ohio. Check 50. Flex round.
And he motions the wide receiver. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go. Brand 38.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 15 that time. And it'll be a New York first. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And New York set to take the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A big play there for the Giants. 41 yards. Fresh set of downs here. They come out here in the eye.
Ohio. Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So they take it all the way to the 1-yard line, but in the end, they opt for 3.
I know if this was a video game, they never would have gone for the field goal because, Brandon, who kicks field goals in video games? But you've got to make sure you get points, and that was as easy a 3 as you can get.
You kick field goals in video games. That's who kicks field goals in video games. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going underneath for Gordon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll give the Chargers a 1st down. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. This is Gordon on the dump off. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And they're going to speed things up here.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he is out of bounds here. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he's in across the chalk. Touchdown, San Diego. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Beckham alone to the left side. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
He'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And we're back now in Mission Valley and San Diego. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol.
Come on, let's go!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Come on, let's go! Black round! Ohio!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Back to throw now on 1st down. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Red zone opportunity. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
All the elements of what you want out of a play came together on that one. A really nice run, took care of the football, and even more importantly, taking the clock under 4 minutes now. At this stage of the game, how do you bleed out the clock, take care of the ball, and make sure the other team doesn't have a chance to come back on you? You're looking at your sheet, how many timeouts are left, how many runs do we need to close it out? That's what the coach is looking at right now. Situational football, trying to gain a victory.
So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
6 yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Giants add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Give him 27 yards that time. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Now, check. Patriot!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. He's got
the
size, the hands.
The speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
They'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete. Three yards left to grab here on third down.
Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Green.
They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. And the Giants ready to come out now. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Second down now after the incompletion. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side.
Here we go. 38. Ohio.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down.
Ohio. Here we go. 1-9. Black round.
They'll look to throw here. Buying time to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. but they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot, and that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for the Giants, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for San Diego, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from San Diego.